What's up, guys? It's Cody and John, and today John is taking on the Hot Ones Challenge.
Welcome to what might be the possible death of me today.
Yeah, guys, I know we've had a lot of feedback about this, and I know you guys are excited. We're all excited. John, is there anything about this challenge that you're excited for and nervous for?
I'm excited to try all the hot sauces. A little bit nervous about the hotter hot sauces. I'm also nervous about the fucking questions that we're going to be asked in this interview.
You should be. I've seen them.
Yeah.
Some of them are interesting to say.
Pretty heinous.
Yeah. I think that word specifically is in there, so
Yeah.
we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But look, guys, if this kind of content is something you guys are interested in, we've got a lot more stuff planned that we're going to try to start doing for you all. So if you're interested in us doing some stuff that's not so much band related, let us know in the comments below. Also, do us a solid. Make sure you like and subscribe. We appreciate it. Let's get it on. What's going on, everybody? So we said that John is going to be doing the Hot Ones Challenge. Just to kind of put a little bit of information out there, this particular box set that we got is the box set from last season. It's season 23. We'll actually drop the link to the specific package that you got in the description of this video. That way, in case any of you guys want to take on the gauntlet and go through the hot ones, the same ones that John's getting ready to eat, you can do that. So, with that being said, John, are you ready?
As Triple H would
You
say.
look so nervous.
Oh, I'm good, bro. I'm in a good mental place right now.
Well, good. Maybe it'll stay that way. We have a series of questions that we said we're going to ask through this thing that you guys submitted to us. So go ahead and say thank you all for taking the time submitting these questions. We have some very interesting questions. Not really sure how this is going to go.
Some heinous questions.
We'll just say that answer them to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and start off. Our first sauce is going to be the Hot Ones Buffalo Hot Sauce, and this comes in at 1800 Scoville. So let's go.
Let's go.
That was a huge fucking bite. Jesus Christ.
My God.
That mouth is amazing. So how are we feeling?
Good.
Flavor profile? Got anything nice you want to say about it?
It's not too hot. It's got a really good flavor to it.
Okay.
I like it. The wings are really good too.
Ha, kudos. By the way, my wife, Rachel, shout out Rachel, she made all the wings that we're cooking, and we actually found a video on the Heatiness website, which is the parent company to Hot Ones. If anybody's wanting to know specifically how to make the wings for the challenge, there's a video. We can also post that video down in the description. So that way, if you want to make it completely authentic, you can get up there, see how they prep their wings, and then choose whatever sauce you want to choose. So where we're going to do this, we got enough questions submitted that we're going to ask you 2 questions per wing. So we just ask that you're truthful and honest with your answers. Everyone that submitted a question, at the end of this, we're going to pull a name out of a hat or whatever type of storage unit that we get, I don't know. And we're going to pull out somebody's name, and that person will be the winner of our exclusive TBA bundle. And we're pretty much going to put one of everything of our merch in there and get it with you and send it to you. So question number 1 actually comes from Rachel. We figured we'd give her the first question since she kind of did this thing for us. What got you interested in wanting to become a musician?
I started playing music when I was around 15, but it kind of went back a little bit before that. My mom was a DJ when I was younger for 106.5 out of New Bern, and I ended up going to a bunch of shows when I was a kid, and from there it just kind of blossomed into me getting into music, being a vocalist, and then up to now playing bass. So yeah, it really goes back to just going to shows with my mom when I was a kid.
Cool. So it's a special, like a core memory maybe that you have with your mother. All right. So like I said, Rachel's isn't going to count, but we're going to put her in the hat anyway. And this is our hat that we're going to be using. It's a TBA hat. How fitting. Question number 1 in the hat. Question number 2. This comes from Alyssa or Alicia Landis. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Who are your biggest musical influences?
Every time we do an interview, it always changes. I would have to go I'm gonna go with the ones I went last interview we did. Fleetwood Mac, Rat, and Slipknot.
It's always interesting whenever you throw out, because I feel like one that you always say is Fleetwood Mac, and just knowing what kind of music you're into like now, as far as like the bands that you're into now, and for you to tie it back to like those older artists that's not really in the genre that you kind of relate to.
Yeah.
It's always kind of, it's weird and it's interesting, but it's kind of cool that like a band like that inspired you and you play the music that you do. So it's cool.
Well, you play many shows with me, so you know what it's like when a Fleetwood Mac song comes on.
Oh, it's time to get down. We'll be in the middle of a sound check, guys, and we'll be sitting there like checking lines and everything, and if just so happens if Fleetwood Mac like comes across the PA system, John will stop sound check and start dancing on stage. I've seen it happen more than once. It's crazy. In the hat. All right, John, the time is here. Wing number 2. This is going to be, oh gosh, Sam House, Smokey J's. This is going to come in at 6,000 Scoville heat units.
Cool.
It's going to be a step up.
Step up. Not the Drowning Pool song.
Cancel. He's really getting in on that wing, bro. I think this is probably my favorite part, just everybody watching John.
Either way.
That one's really good.
You like that one?
It's got a jalapeno flavor to it, but it's not really that hot.
Flavor-wise, is that one better or first than the first one?
I still like the Buffalo a little bit better.
Okay. All right. Next set of questions. This one comes from Miss Tammy Kennedy.
Oh, God.
How did Mr. Guy impact your life, and did it give you a stronger belief in the paranormal?
She would ask a two-part question. As far as like impact my life, it gave me a better understanding of the paranormal.
Who is Mr. Guy?
Mr. Guy, we used to stay in Kenansville off of Powell Lane, and there's an old pond in the back behind where all the houses are and everything. And Mr. Guy was a guy that used to stay in those housing things back there, like in the 30s, 20s and 30s. And he ended up getting killed doing a maintenance thing where he was they were putting in power lines. Tells you how far back that was. And he ended up getting electrocuted and died. So, and Kaylin hates it when I tell the story because he was there with me. But we went back there one day and we were coming back to my house, and next thing we ever turned around and seen a dude in fucking lumberjack gear standing at the fucking edge of the woods, and just like that he was gone. So from then on I was like, yeah, shit's real.
Were you scared?
Fuck yeah. This badass ran back to my house.
So whenever you say he like disappeared, I mean, was there any chance he could have just been like a hobo that just like walked back in the woods?
No, bro. Like, it was like ambiance. Like puff of smoke, gone.
Is that one of those country words? Is that how you're supposed to say that word?
Ambiance.
Tammy, thank you for your question. Your card is going in the hat.
Speaking of public smoke, you want to get
Next question.
I might be.
This one was sent to us by Mr. Chris Nethercutt.
Okay.
If you could kiss one band member on the mouth, who would it be?
We've already discussed this as a band, and Cody already knows it would be him.
Yes. Yes. It's an honor. It truly is an honor.
Do it. Do it.
Are you trying to kiss me in the mouth, bro? Thank you for your question, Chris. So, we've come to another fork in the road, John. It is now time to eat your third wing. This one is Funky Stellar Fuzz, and this one is 19,000 Scoville heat units. So this is
There's an astronaut fox on the front.
this
of
is
the bottle.
basically 3 times hotter than the one you just ate.
Well, there's an astronaut fox on the front of this bottle, so
Nice.
we'll see.
And here we go. I could be all nice and like, you can hear me like giving the flavor profiles in the background while he's eating the wings. First it's savory, then it's sweet. Look like you have some questions.
It's a little bit spicier, but it's still good. I
So
like
tough.
it.
So tough.
I
What
like
a-
it.
Be a man.
Yeah.
So you're impressing me so far. You've been a stone wall, and I'm
Three
proud,
wings in, bro.
proud of you. Well,
Thanks.
I got a feeling I know what direction. Once we hit like this halfway point here, I think things may change.
Yeah, probably.
So, going to the next questions. This one was sent to us by Morgan Wagner, which is Casey Wagner, our drummer's wife. What's one band that no matter how hard you try, you just can't get into?
Let's see. I would have to say, I'd have to say Five Finger Death Punch.
Okay. Why?
Um,
Don't laugh, people. Jesus. Be respectful.
No.
and it's mainly because of the singer's voice. It just, like, I can't listen to one or two songs without it just get on my nerves.
Doesn't he have like a hand tattooed on his face?
That too.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's red too, right? Way to be a cool guy. Nice. Morgan, thank you for your question. We appreciate it. This question actually comes from Casey Wagner. If you had to pick one to begin a new song to never play again, which would it be and why?
One TBA song?
Yep. That's to begin a new. That's our band.
Yeah.
He's getting to it.
Well, after we play it at the next show, I feel like we wouldn't really have to play Arise anymore.
Okay. And your why part?
Well, one, I know Casey hates that song. That's why he asked me that question, because he wanted to see if I was going to answer Arise. But it's like, even though it's a nostalgic thing that y'all wrote that song first, and it was before I was even in the band, I know that y'all have played that song so much that it gets monotonous playing it. So
I mean,
much.
that's probably the thing with that. I mean, we have been playing that one for a long time, but out of our catalog of music, I think that's probably like one of the like most simple songs that
Yeah.
we play, and it just doesn't have like a really big like, in our opinion, compared to what we're writing now, it just don't have that big.
It's not like a Consumer Control,
Yeah, true.
which you can check out now, music video online.
Yeah, YouTube, check it out. We'll pop it up somewhere here in the description for you. But finish watching this first, don't leave yet. Time for a wing, John.
Okay. And tell the people what we're going
Yes.
to get into.
This one is this is our fourth wings. This one's also made by Hot Ones, Los Calientes Verdes. It is 36,000 Scoville heat units.
I'm impressed, by the way, that you pronounced that word.
I had to do it because you always give me hell for pronouncing things wrong.
Is it Eaton or Aiton?
Look, we're not talking about this. Is about you. It's not about me. Eat your wing.
I feel the eyes on me.
But it is kind of weird, like making eye contact with you while you're eating, and I'm not eating. Which, by the way, we'll talk about it in a minute. I'll let you finish first.
It'd be weird if you just close your eyes and listen.
I think I can hear him chewing on those mics.
You can. I can hear it.
It's ASMR.
So, what's your thoughts on that one, good brother?
That one's really good.
What has been your
I can't break down like the flavors and everything like they do on the show and everything.
Right.
But like,
What's been your favorite one thus far? Because we're getting ready to get into the backside of it now.
I would have to say the Los Calientes and probably the Smoky Jalapeno.
Okay. Right on. But one thing I was going to say, I'll go ahead and throw this out there. I know some people are probably going to give me heat, no pun intended, for not eating the wings with you, like the traditional version of Hot Ones.
Right.
Just figured we'd give you guys an explanation. Basically, the reason why we did this, John had approached us about trying to do some content for YouTube, and John said that this was something specifically that he wanted to tackle. So instead of it being something where him and I are doing it, just kind of wanted to let John kind of take point on this thing and just be a man and show how much of a tough son of a bitch you are.
What?
Wow. So we ate the wing, gave a description, time for questions. This one is sent to us by Tammy Riley. Do you ever get stage fright?
Not anymore. When I first started, like the first show I ever did, which was like 2015, 16, some shit. No, I'm fucking old. No, it was way back before that. 2006, maybe. We played in a place called the Soundgarden down in Myrtle Beach. I threw up before that show. But after that, it's just kind of like you described in our interview the other night. Once it's like the 15 minutes before we go on and play, it's not even nervousness. It's just like I'm ready to play.
Yeah.
And once you get up there, it's like go into a different gear.
That's always with me, man. That's the way I try to say it. I feel like I've been doing it, and I feel like that's the way that I feel, the way that I am, is that I've been doing it for so long now, I don't really get like nervous or butterflies, but it's always like that last 10, 15 minutes before we start getting on stage, switching out our gear and stuff like that. It's more of an excitement thing. Like I'm just ready for that time to hurry up and elapse and put me up on stage.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. Right on. Questions going in the hat. We're gonna have to get you to pick the question though, or pick the question out of the hat. Second question. This is from. Thank you. This is one of your guys. Just make sure I pronounce his name right. Aston Baker. Ashton. Maybe we're missing a letter on this. Ashton Baker. Sorry, apologies. This question: who is your biggest inspiration musically, whether it's bassist or vocalist?
I could probably give you an answer on both. Vocalists, I mean, if you know me, and I'll always stick to my guns, and Corey Taylor's a big influence on my style as far as, especially screaming. I'm not professionally trained or anything, so I just like learned how to scream, just listening to a lot of Slipknot and everything like that. Bass players, I don't really know the dude's name, to be honest with you, because it's a newer band I just got into not too long ago. The bass player for Sons of Texas.
Okay.
Their fucking bass player is nasty with it.
I don't think I've even heard of that band.
You should check them out. They got one of their bigger songs called "Baptized in Rio Grande."
Okay.
And there's a song called "Feed the Need" that starts out with just like a bass solo.
Okay.
And it's fucking nasty.
We'll have to check them out. Thank you for your question. Also going in the hat. Now it is time to finish the first half before we move into the second half of this thing. This is going to be made by Good Heat. This is Queso Sin Queso, coming in at 52,000 Scoville heat units.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
Getting
brother.
warmer.
Hell yeah, brother.
Over here. John's dedicated. He wants to get a piece of meat off that bone.
Hungry motherfucker.
That's right. Motivated.
Watch this.
You got a dangler there, buddy. Be careful.
Oh no, he's got it. He's got it covered. A dangler.
So, thoughts?
Kind of tastes like a taco.
Taco wing. Okay. I know you see a lot on the actual show. There's a lot of mixed reviews about that one. People say it's either good and they like it, or absolutely disgusting. It seems
Well,
like
even-
there's no gray space on that one.
Well, even before we started, we were putting the wings on, or the sauces on the wings, and Mason tried it, and he was like, "That ain't bad." I like it. It's good.
So you like it, Mason? You said you absolutely hated it,
And
right?
Trevor said he liked it. So
Yeah, it smelled like armpits, and it tasted like armpits. Not to me, it tastes like taco.
I guess I like armpits.
That's a question with that
That's-
simple.
You can't come on.
Jesus. All right, so we'll carry on. Next question, Mr. Chad Hoxie, our boy. Thank you, Chad, for the submission. We appreciate
Chad.
it. If you were not wanting to be a rock star, what would be your dream career?
Well, I mean, I've already got a career, but if I didn't do music, now does that say like playing or just music in general?
I think just if you weren't busy trying to do music. what would be your dream career? I'm just assuming like maybe something outside of music related.
Okay. I've already done the law enforcement side of things, but if I had to pick another career, I've always been interested in like the medical field.
Okay.
So
Something specific?
just EMS,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Cool.
Just be out there.
I did not know that about you. That's interesting.
You look sexy in a medic uniform.
Let's see. I think we got another one that come in from Rachel. We'll give her a chance. She asked a secondary question, and it's actually a good question. If you could perform anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
I thought that question might come up. So if I could, I would like to get a time thing and go back in time
Oh, okay.
and be able to play Blue Ridge 21 with y'all.
Aw.
I'm honored. What a sweet man. Why don't we just like find another festival and we'll just go play it?
I'd be down with that.
Yeah.
We should.
That would be an option instead of you trying to build a fucking time machine, John.
I mean,
I still like
the
Rio.
presidential election's coming up. We might get some new things come out.
Hey
never
man,
know.
you know, AI's taking off, man.
I know.
It's really taking off. So since we've already got one in there from Rachel, and like I said, the bands and the peers, our wives and such like that, if we pull their name out of the hat, we're going to pull out another name because we want to give you guys the merch package. We don't want to be assholes and win our own merch. That would seem kind of like a setup, wouldn't it? So we'll just off camera that
I don't
one.
think that worked how you wanted it to.
Next question. This comes from Barbara Sumner. She asked, do you have a routine before taking the stage, such as a warm-up, a ritual, etc.?
I do some vocal warm-ups. Sometimes I do them with Cody, and sometimes I'll do just random vocal warm-ups where I'll just kind of sing random songs and warm my voice up. I also do stretches, and sometimes me and Cody will work out at shows and everything like that. Just kind of loosen the muscles when you're jumping around on stage like an asshole. But
Yep, I was actually going to ask you if you had like a specific thing you did, if there was something like, physical that you did other than like, warming up, things like that, if you had something else that you did. But yeah, cool. Thank you, Barbara, for the question.
I like how every time you ball one of those up, I can just hear.
It adds to the effect. So, we're moving on into the second half, and the sauces get significantly darker from this point on.
Well, some of them are still light, but
So this is number 6. It's made by Cantina Royal. This is the Bourbon Maple Reaper. Excuse me. This is 73,000 Scoville heat units, and whenever we were making these wings, we would pour the sauce on them, and we were shaking them up, tossing them in the sauce, and this is one that Mason decided he wanted to try, and he said this one was the devil.
was that a quote?
Yes.
This is the
Yes.
devil.
He said it was the devil. So
All I can hear is Bobby Boucher's mama for the water boy.
yeah, it's on you
It's
now.
the devil.
There's no turning back now. This is where things probably get interesting.
My mama said alligator's so hungry. She's got all that teeth and no toothbrush. Really cool. This movie building. Mickey Mouse boy.
Microphone fell out.
It was so hot and your ears are
This is
already
steam.
expanding.
Oh, he's about to grab it and eat it.
How do we feel about that one?
That's good.
Spicy? Not spicy.
Uh-huh.
We might have to reshoot this video. It's not the direction this
It's got like
supposed to be.
You can kind of taste. I mean, it's obviously probably not got bourbon in it, but you can taste the maple and shit in it.
Okay.
It's good. It's a little spicy, but it's not bad.
He's
Okay.
just losing taste buds.
Okay. Okay. So, this next question comes from our good friend, Mr. Trevor Normal. Would you rather put your left hand in a running wood chipper or receive oral pleasure from Jeffrey Epstein?
Stick my hand in the wood chipper.
Why? I mean, guys got history, bro.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. I don't want to oral pleasure from another man.
But you just said you kissed me earlier.
But you're not giving me oral pleasure, bro.
You don't consider that oral pleasure? I was.
Although, you know, you got some feminine features on your face, bro.
Hey, man.
So,
I'll take it as a compliment.
hey,
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hope you enjoy your life with no left hand.
Yeah.
Thank you for the question, Trevor.
What's bad about that is I'm left-handed.
Aye. This question comes from our other dear friend, BJ Butler. What actor would you want to play you in a movie about your life?
Oh, that one's easy. Jack Black, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Good answer.
That is a good
That's
answer.
awesome.
That is a good answer. That went a lot smoother than what I thought it was going. I thought he was going to have to think on it. Like, he's had that one ready for a while. Yeah. So,
I feel like we
moving on.
have similar personalities.
I can see that. Thank you for the question, BJ. So, oh gosh, I don't even know if I can say. Do you have a suggestion on how to say this word here?
Just call it the forbidden fruit. He's like, no.
Terry.
Good luck, white people. So, we're just going to go ahead and just say this next one is called Forbidden Fruit. This one comes in at 124,000 Scoville heat units. This one's going to be a step up. Maybe, hopefully. You've been pretty tough so far. We need to bring the heat. So calm. Is your mouth actually warm at all?
A little bit.
Oh, here we go.
That one's a little bit spicier. It's still good though. It kind of tastes like the I don't know if you ever had them, like the wings that you could get from like IGA back in the day.
Okay.
What that one kind of tastes like?
So far, where you're at, we're kind of closing in on the back half, but which one has been your favorite so far now?
Still the Las Calientes, and I actually really like the Maple Reaper. It's really good.
Okay.
Sure, that one actually surprised me. I didn't think I was gonna like that one.
Drinking a lot of milk, John.
Just keeping up, bro.
All right. Going to continue on with the questions.
It's mainly because Mason drank my Gatorade.
Oh, true. We should just give him like shot glasses where he has to like take shots of the sauce.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
We should not.
So this one comes from Bailey Snyder. Thank you for the question. What is the craziest thing to ever happen to you or that you have seen on or off stage in your normal life? I know it's kind of a complex question, but kind of maybe unpack that the best way you see fit.
So something crazy I've seen on or off stage.
Maybe in just like you're not music life, just like John being a fan.
Oh, that's an easy one too. I seen Marilyn Manson completely lose his shit at Carolina Rebellion. Threw a whole microphone at a speaker and it bounced back and hit him in the forehead. Greatest thing I ever saw in my life.
How did you feel in that moment?
This man's really on some cocaine. He is cracked out of his mind.
That's North Carolina for you. Thank you for the question, Bailey. Into the hat you go. So, this one comes from your brother, Sir Mason Kennedy.
Oh, Waka too.
Hi.
Just hear him off camera. Would you rather take a stink face or a shattered dreams? And just to put it into perspective, these are two finishing maneuvers that are from two athletes, we'll call them athletes, in WWE. So if you don't know what these are, after this is done, I suggest you, it could be bad or good, you can get on YouTube or Google and search for Stink Face, that's a terrible name, or Shattered Dreams, and then you can learn about them yourself. But with me and you being fans, we know exactly what that is. So which one would you rather have? And I'm guessing this is from their respected athlete. These are you will get these maneuvers from who they belong to.
Glad you.
Yeah, because we already talked about this.
Yes.
You're not going to worm your way out of that one.
I'd go Stink Face.
Really?
Yeah.
So you'd rather have a grown-ass man's ass crack rubbed in your nose versus someone kicking you in the balls?
Yeah.
Okay, why? I'm curious now.
because you know what it feels like to get yourself kicked in the
I
balls.
mean, yeah, but that goes away with time.
Yes.
The disrespect you have to have for having another man's ass crack rub your face. I mean, that's a lifelong
I
trauma.
look at it too as look how many men have had on WWE have had that done to them. I'd be able to with the greats like Kurt Angle.
I feel like you're giving a lot of like back and forth, man. Because at first you wanted to kiss me, and then you're like, I'm not willing to, do this, and now you're kind of like the way a man's ass crack feels on my face. I have questions. Is all I'm saying. I have questions.
We'll talk about it next time.
Thank you for the question. Okay, the moment everybody's been waiting for. And you haven't been fun so far. You're handling this way too well.
He's having trouble talking.
Well, I mean, that milk's getting gone.
Yeah.
He's like, no, man, I'm fine. You tough son of a bitch. Number 8. This is brought to us by Da Bomb. Needs no further introduction. 135,600 Scoville heat units. This,
I think this is a different iteration of the bomb, though.
but this sauce has a legacy.
It does.
So this could potentially be the moment where things go south.
Either I'm gonna do okay, or I'm just gonna shit my pants.
Not on the rug.
Shit,
Not on the
your
rug.
pants. Shit, your pants.
Shit.
Yeah.
And we didn't do it on purpose, but I think that one got a pretty good coating on it. Oh, he's eating that one fast though. Got to get it down in my hole. How do you feel about your experience with the bomb, John? You might want to wipe your face some more. You got some bomb on your face there, buddy.
Where at?
What does that even mean? I don't know.
I said where at?
It's on that side there.
Where?
There, yeah, just make sure you wipe it real good.
Thanks, buddy.
Wipe it real good.
So stupid.
So, how do you feel about the bomb?
It's definitely a step up.
He whimpers.
Do you want to continue?
Yep.
We want to move on to the next question. Do you need a moment to kind of sulk or anything? Oh, your eyes are watering, dude. Your eyes are, it's pretty bad, isn't it?
His ears are red.
Right now, how would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
About a 7.
Yeah? Is it getting worse? We might want to, let's just hang on this one for just a minute before. This is what we pay good money for. Okay. Is it hurting? Is it going up from a 7?
Hit me with the question.
Is it going up from a 7?
Like, shut the fuck up.
He's fighting for his life right now. Okay. This one comes from Ashton Stevens. Would you rather pee every time you laugh or shart every time you sneeze?
Pee every time I laugh.
It's such a quick response. You didn't even really want it.
I don't want to shit my pants.
But you might. You are crying.
See if he-
There is no. That's a tear, my boy.
Is that a tear?
That is a tear.
Oh god.
Is it bad? John said it's not good.
He's had a reaction to that. Man.
Oh God, John, I'm sorry. The things we do. Do you need a refill of any type of beverage?
Milk, if you don't mind.
Could you help him out, somebody?
Oh, he drained it.
Oh Jesus.
You only get one glass.
Thank you for the question, Mr. Baker.
Thank you.
Is it still consistently the same, or has it gotten worse? Is it backing off?
It got a little bit worse. It's kind of backing off now.
Okay.
It's more the bottom of my tongue and like the bottom of my lip.
Do you feel like it's impairing your ability to speak clearly? Not at all? This question is from our good friend Travis Ashbrook. He said, do you think it's going to hurt when it comes out of your butthole?
More than likely. That's the one reason I took some antacids before we started this.
I felt like these two questions were the perfect ones to ask for this particular wing. So
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you.
refill on the milk.
You really
Has the milk been helpful any at all?
Oh yeah.
You're really just 1-2 from one end to the other.
Do you think he's handling it well, Mason? Or do you think he's struggling?
He's handling it better than I do.
There's also a trash can on the floor there, John, if you want to toss those in.
It fell over. Oh god.
Oh, God. Thank you, Travis, for the question. Number 9. Chili Monoloco
I know
from Manta Sanos. This is quite a bit hotter on the Scoville heat unit. This is 680,000 Scoville heat. That sounds like that should be illegal.
No, I think the last one was probably the most illegal.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the words of Gen Z, is that shit bussin'?
No cap, bro.
Oh God.
Nah.
Immediate, is it worse or better than the last one you had?
It didn't. It don't hit as quick as the bomb did. I mean, it's spicy, but
Slow burn.
that one was worse.
Yeah? Significantly?
That's been the worst one.
Flavor wise, as far as the bomb.
Actually, everybody talks about how shit that tastes. It actually has a pretty good taste to it. It just hot.
So you would say number 9 is not as extreme as the bomb?
I actually really like that one. That's good flavor.
Oh my god, this guy is a monster. Next questions. This one comes from Haley Sylvester. She said, if you could have any character from a TV show or movie to be your neighbor, who would you choose and why?
Sam and Dean Winchester.
That's a typical response. I could see that being an immediate response for you.
And the reason why is the Supernatural is one of my favorite TV shows. So,
Have you watched all of it? Because this got like 58 seasons?
15.
That show's been on forever.
I've watched it probably 4 or 5 times.
Dang, John. Way to go. Oh, no. Could you grab that question, please, and put it in the hat? Hat is getting full.
Hatful.
Next question. This one comes from our dear friend Shannon Grant. She said, "Do you think if any this is a complicated question, so hold on. Do you think if anything is possible, is it still possible for anything to be impossible?" It's a great question. John's like, I don't know if I can really wrap my brain around that one with all this heat in my body.
Well, it's kind of like when we were looking at it online the other day. Like, how do you really break down that question?
With all the heat inside your mouth, what would be your first immediate response to that question?
Can I get it one more time?
Do you think if anything is possible, is it still possible for anything to be impossible? I guess it just really...
not if you believe in what you're trying to fight for hard enough. I don't think it could be impossible.
I like that answer. That's a simple, clean, precise answer. Do you want to hit on anything else on that question? It's a great question. I love this question. Thank you, Shannon.
I mean, if you wanted to relate it to music, if you keep pushing hard enough to want to play for a living, then you're going to keep going and doing what you need to do to get out there.
As long as you're willing to put into work and grind and get out there and do your best.
Where it keeps
Yeah.
going out.
Thank you. We appreciate that question, Shannon. Moving on. This is the last dab from Hot Ones. Are you going to go with tradition? My boy. This one is...
It's tradition around here to put a vice tab on.
This one is 2,693,000 Scoville units, so we have made a significant jump.
Creeping, Jesus. I can smell
Oh,
it.
juicy. You have to make sure you put that one up to the camera so the folks can see. Oh, wow. Let's go. Last dab. John is a champ. He has made it through this thing. Such an impressive man. A meaty man.
Oh, yes. There's still some meat on there. Hey.
Peer pressure is a son of a bitch.
There you go.
How bad is that one? It don't look too comfortable.
It's hot. It's good though.
So out of all these, which one has been your least pleasurable experience?
Probably the bomb.
Significantly, that's the one, or was there a close
Yeah,
contender?
because I could still feel my mouth right here where it touched my lip.
Which one has, since you went through all of them, which one has been your favorite?
Los Coyotes.
Okay. Right on. So this question comes from Rico Peralta. He said, do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man! We'll call that yes. Thank you. This is technically the last question, but we might have a surprise at the end. I don't even want to read this question. It's going to be such a, we'll just see. This is Court Dixon. Need I say more? What's the most heinous piece of tail you've ever smashed, and how much did you pay for it?
Never paid for any ass.
That's a good thing.
And I'm not going to put anybody on the spot.
There you go. That's probably the safest answer
What
you
made
could
it
do.
heinous?
Sorry, Court. I know you're probably wanting a better answer, but this man, he has values. He has values. Court, thank you for the question. There is one bonus question that you have no knowledge about that was submitted last minute by our friend Trevor Normal. And you can always leave it up to him to come up with something in the clinch. And this is the best question to have as the last question. He actually has it titled Nuclear Extra Classified Secret Question. Would you rather take a shot of the last dab or get cornholed by a dolphin?
Take a shot last day.
Do you want to do it?
No.
Is it an absolute no?
Yes.
So you're refusing.
Yes.
You want to take, it's like Millionaire. You want to take your money and leave now. You don't
You
have
can
to
find a dolphin.
Somebody find a dolphin. So, I mean, there's no chance that you'd be willing to?
None.
So you're saying there's not a chance?
Man's correct.
I kind of forgot about your question, and then I had mentioned about taking shots, and then I saw this, I was like, oh, that's a good callback to that. Was that one kind of bad? You're crying a little bit on that one. Is the last dab still not as bad as the bomb?
That one's still worse.
Yeah. You want another wing? With that being said, thank you guys for checking this out. We really appreciate it. John, you were a champ. I was expecting you to do a whole lot worse than what you did. Oh, it's bad though, isn't it, right now?
Yeah.
It's not good. So, just a follow-up. Is that one still not as bad as the bomb? Because you're making...
I think it's a mix of these two.
Look at the camera so they can see how, the emotion. Be careful around the eyes. Just stick your finger in there.
It's good.
You sure?
He says crying.
It's good. Are you good though?
Kind of hard to breathe.
John's like, I think I'm going into cardiac arrest.
It's like that scene from Dumb and Dumber where the guy eats the burger with the peppers on it.
How would you rate this experience?
I'd do it again.
You would do it again? So if we were to periodically do this, maybe just say, every new season, if they come out with a new batch, would you be willing to give it a shot? And maybe we can up the ante next time and kind of implement some different stuff.
Yep.
Maybe have you a challenger. You could do like truth or dab style, or maybe something like that. So, would you say what's your top out of all these? What's your top 3 favorite ones? From least favorite to most favorite.
Least favorite to most.
Yeah, out of just pick 3.
Least. Second.
And which are those?
The jalapeno, Smoky's jalapeno, the buffalo, and Los Calientes.
Okay. Which, as far as I'm taking into consideration the heat factor as well, but it's also flavor profile. What would you say that are your 3 that you don't like? From just say 8, 9, and 10. 10 being the worst.
That I don't like.
Yeah.
The
Which was the absolute worst?
bomb. Then I'd probably say last dab, and then the monkey one.
So basically the back half.
Back half.
There's some more milk if you need some, sir. Shout out to Fairlife. Your milk is amazing. Have you ever drunk this much milk at a single sitting before?
I love milk.
That's going to be the name of the video. I love milk. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Now we're going to do our drawing, and we're going to see who's our lucky patron that is going to get them a TBA merch pack. Let's kind of mix it up a little bit. The only one that I didn't put in here was Rachel's second question. I tried to throw it away and it hit me in the face. Mix them up. John, it's on you. Who is our
Mason
winner?
Kennedy.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
How about that? Mr. Mason Kennedy is our winner of our merch package.
Stick face.
He's also been helping us out behind the scenes, set all this up, so say thank you for your help. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
But thank you guys so much for hanging out, watching the video, watching John go through the ringer. I think you did extremely well. There was a couple of times there where I was a little concerned for you, but you made it through and you come out on top. So we need to get John, is one of those stickers over there that we can give him? I was thinking about trying to get you like a trophy or something. But here,
There's nothing left in there. Bro.
congratulations.
Thanks.
Also, shout out to Heatonist and Hot Ones. It was fun. Thank you guys for allowing us crazy wild people, to do this kind of thing. And who knows, maybe we'll do this again in the future. But until next time, we'll see you. Thank you all so much. Bye. All right, so a little bit of behind the scenes. We got John here. He finished his gauntlet, enjoying him some ice cream. Oh, healthy decisions. I hear you. Let's look at the damage done. Our boy went through the ringer and come out on top. So how would you rate your wing experience, your Hot Ones challenge experience?
I rather enjoyed it.
And you said that you would be open to doing it again.
Absolutely. Those last ones are really fucking hot.
But yeah, we made it happen. John kicked its ass. And we do appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with us while we were doing this. Know it's kind of a long video, and this is something that we're hoping to start trying to do more of. So if this is some content that you guys would like to see, just let us know down in the comment section. And if you haven't already done it, do us a solid. Make sure you like and subscribe our page, because we've got some cool stuff that we're planning on it. But if you guys want to see it, just let us know. Got a bunch of cool ideas. We'll be in touch with y'all.
And if you haven't either, be sure to like and follow To Begin Anew on Facebook and any of your socials.
Do that too. Do that too. Mr. BJ and Trevor Normile stopped by, hung out with us. We actually had Mason back here. Whenever we were initially fixing up these wings, Mason decided he was just going to taste straight sauce. How'd that go for you? I don't want to talk about it. Miss Rachel, who was kind enough to make our wings. What you eating there? It's kind enough to make the wings. We had a few left over, and like I said, we actually made these exactly the way that they make them on the show for Hot Ones. Like I said, we'll drop that in the description. So if you guys want to take on this your own, then you can do it. Thank you guys again. Appreciate it, and we'll see you later.